Hi there. In this video, we'll walk you through how to use webhooks in WhatsForm. Before we dive in, what exactly is a webhook? Webhooks will help you to connect two apps. In our case, when someone clicks on the Submit button on your WhatsForm, you can trigger an event in an external app. In this video, we'll show you how to send an email notification to the customer after they submit a WhatsForm response using Gmail. We'll be using webhooks from Zapier to achieve this. Note that Zapier is just one of several automation tools that offer webhook support. Alternatives include Make and Pabbly Connect. Let's get started with the setup. First, open your WhatsForm dashboard and select the form you want to integrate. Here, we have a contact form that collects the email address, along with the name, phone number, and a brief description of their request. Let's move on to configuring the webhook. Go to Settings, then Integrations, and click Connect under Webhook. Under the webhook setup, you will see that you need to add a webhook URL. So let's go and create our webhook using Zapier. Open up your Zapier dashboard, click on Create, and then select Zaps. This takes you to the Zap editor in Zapier. Let's start by creating the trigger. From this list, select Webhooks. Next, click on Trigger Event and select Catch Hook from the list. Then click Continue. You can skip this part where it asks to pick a child key. Here, you'll see a unique webhook URL. Copy this by clicking here. Back in the WhatsForm dashboard, paste the webhook URL you copied here. Below that, you'll need to add unique keys for each question in your form. These keys help Zapier identify and map the questions correctly, so just make sure each one is unique. Once that's done, you can test the webhook from WhatsForm. Now let's go back to Zapier and check if it received the data. If we click on Test Trigger, we should see the test data show up. Yes, here it is. Request A contains sample data that shows what we can expect from WhatsForm. If you see all the fields you've set, that means the first step of the connection is a success. Now we'll move on to the action step. This is part 2. This is where we decide what to do with the data that has arrived in Zapier. Since we want to send out email notifications via Gmail, we'll choose Gmail as the action app. Then, under Action Event, select Send Email. Make sure your Gmail account is connected correctly before moving forward. Now it's time to set up the email content. First, let's set the recipient. Click the plus icon to select the customer's email address from the form response. Next, choose your own address as the sender. Now let's add a subject line. Something simple like, "We've received your request." Then paste your email template into the body section. To personalize it, we can pull in specific data from the form. For example, to insert the customer's name, just click the plus icon again and select the name field. Do the same for any other fields you want to include, like email, phone number, or message. Once everything's in place, click on Continue. You'll have the option to test this step, but we'll go ahead and skip it for now. Let's publish the Zap. Alright, the automation is now live. We'll close this message, go back to the WhatsForm dashboard, and save the changes in here as well. Now let's test it all out. When someone submits the form, the response is recorded, they're redirected to WhatsApp, and an email is sent automatically in the background. As you can see, the customer has just received an email from Glow Up Cosmetics, and all the form responses are neatly included, just the way we set it up. And that's it. You've now connected WhatsForm to Zapier using webhooks and automated your response emails. Simple, powerful, and ready to scale. You can use the same approach to connect WhatsForm with any app that accepts data via webhooks. If you have any questions, please visit whatsform.help.center.